you.
Thank you.
Doug Rankin. Kia ora, good afternoon.
Kia ora, good afternoon. Madam Mayor, councillors, staff, ladies and gentlemen, I'll just read a summary of what I've stated in my submission. My name is Douglas Rankin. I was born in Christchurch and live in Craycroft. I'm 68 years old. I'm a scientist and hold a BSc Honours and PhD in chemistry from the University of Canterbury. Environment Canterbury, scientific evidence, in a paper which I've also tabled along with this documentation today, shows that the water quality in Christchurch's groundwater aquifers will decline significantly as a result of the farming currently permitted and that recently proposed under Plan Change 7 in the adjacent Waimakariri River catchment. Nitrate concentrations will increase in all of the aquifers in Christchurch, from which Christchurch obtains its currently safe, untreated drinking water. The nitrate levels will pose serious health risks and costs on the community from increased colorectal and other cancers and poor birth outcomes. If nothing is done to significantly reverse and reduce the high nitrate levels of leaching from farming in the Waimakariri catchment, the loss of Christchurch's treasured drinking water source and quality will be permanent, and all for the benefit of a few farmers. A new drinking water source would have to be found for the city at an estimated cost of over $1 billion. We will not have protected this resource for future generations. Therefore, in my view, and I would ask that the City Council long-term plan address this threat to its infrastructure investment. Further work must be done in conjunction with ECAN to establish how bad this problem will be and what can be done to fix it before it gains pace and gets worse. ECAN claims to have the problem in hand, but nothing is further from the truth. As the data in the diagram shows, huge reductions in nutrients released from farming are required to protect this groundwater resource. 94% from the current tallest band in that diagram, and 92% from what's proposed in Plan Change 7 requirements to meet the small load out on the right-hand side of that diagram. In my view, the City Council needs to act, otherwise a lot of current infrastructure investment will be wasted and many more costs will be incurred in the future. Thank you.
I think that's reflected very much the submission that we made on the drinking water bill that's before Parliament, the water supply bill that's before Parliament at the moment. We introduced additional evidence to back up exactly what you've just said. I wished I'd had a copy of that earlier to present as well, but we've presented that. We're very aware of the significance of the threat that this poses to our future water supply.
So, do you think working with ECAN is a sensible thing to help progress this? Because it seems to me as though there's a disconnect here between the different organisations.
The difficulty is that the drinking water, the standard, the tolerance level for nitrate is set at an unreasonably high level based on acute exposure as opposed to long-term exposure, which is why another trial on colorectal cancer correlation needs to be done in another country, and New Zealand is the ideal place to be that trial place. So, I mean, we've submitted on this for 2 years now to try and get this Environment Canterbury. We are working with as closely as we possibly can. They're responsible. I mean, I know it'll end up in the Environment Court, the plan change, so we'll see what happens. But thank you very much for doing all this research, and thank you for caring.
Thank you.
Jeff Barnes.